Hi friends, welcome to Circle Time. The letter of the week is S. And we are already getting so far in the school year that you might notice the rainbow has changed again. And you might notice that the yellow part is so small. When we first started this school year, yellow was the only part of the rainbow and it was the biggest one. And then it got a little bit smaller, and then orange was the biggest. And then brown was the biggest, and then red was the biggest. Then black was the biggest. Pink was just the biggest the last time we did circle time. And now green is the biggest because during S week, now this week, is when the month changes and it's March. It used to be February only, and now during S, we're going to change from February to March. So our color is green for the month. Our letter is S for this week, for this circle time. And I'm holding something in my hand that you can't see yet because I'm holding it low. And it is green and it starts with S. It is not real, but there would be some people who would be scared of this. So I will tell you what it is, and then you can decide if you want to look or not. It is a toy. It is not real. It's a puppet. So I'm going to put it on one of my hands, this hand. It's a snake puppet, and I'm going to bring it up to show it to you in 3, 2, 1. Look, this is a snake puppet. Now, this snake does have fang teeth, not to be scary, just because that's the kind of teeth that this kind of snake would have. It has the forked tongue, again, not about being scary, just the way the snake is. It has pretend eyes to make it seem like it could really be alive. And it has this long part of the body, so long that, look, if I stretch it out, it doesn't even show on my whole screen. It doesn't show. I can't see the head on my screen. I can't see the tip of the tail on my screen until I bend it. And then look, there's the head and there's the tip of the tail. And now I'm going to put on the puppet. This is a snake puppet. And this snake has a special name. And look, I'm going to pretend that this is my pet snake who wants to be with me. And so I can wrap this around, and it's safe because this snake wants to be with me. And so even if the snake is coiling around, that isn't dangerous to me. I said snake before, and when I said snake, I was saying a word that starts with S. Snake starts with S. There's a letter at the front of this card that looks a little bit like a snake, because it's curled around and then around. S is for snake. And the other thing that's special about this little snake puppet is that I say that it's a boy, he, him, and he has a name that starts with S. Just like some of our preschool friends. This friend has the name Sophia. Are you Sophia? No. Okay. Oh, here's another S name from our preschool. Slava. Are you Slava? Nope. Okay, you're not Slava. Oh, here's another S name from our school. Sydney. Are you Sydney? Still no. See the head going back and forth? That means no. All right, here's a name of someone at our school. Storm. Are you Storm? Storm. Here's another name. Sylvester. Are you Sylvester? Look what changed. Look what changed. Before, the snake kept going, no, no, no. And now the snake is doing this, which means, yes, this is Sylvester. This is Sylvester the snake. And he is a silly snake. And he even loves to sing in the shower. Sylvester the snake is a silly snake. He loves to sing in the shower. La! He slithers and slides as he lathers with soap and hisses his song by the hour. Now watch my teeth and watch Sylvester. I'm going to let his tongue stay out, but my tongue is not going to. To make the hard S sound, like hissing, I have to keep my tongue in and go s, s. If my tongue is out, it sounds like this. That is how some people make that S sound. That is. And if someone does that, that's the way they do it, and let them do it that way. That might be how Sylvester would sound if his tongue was out. If we tuck our tongues in, we put our teeth together, it makes a different hard S sound. And we have so many more words about this. Now, if you are scared of this snake and so your eyes were still closed, I'm going to put this snake away, and then I'm going to, I'll count to 3, which tells you I'm putting the snake away, and then you can open your eyes if you've been waiting for that. So, 1, 2, 3. I took off Sylvester the snake, and I'm not going to bring Sylvester the snake back because I know some people are scared. Some people really are scared of things like snakes. So in fact, I have a friend I'm thinking of right now, and if she was here, she might not even want to do the alphabet project, because our alphabet project, friends, is turning the letter S to look like a pretend snake. So is it a real snake? No. Is it a pretend snake? Yes. So she might be, if she was a preschooler here, she might say, I don't even want to do that project. I don't even want to do it. And I would be like, okay, let's do something else to process your fear of snakes that you're so scared. I'm going to do the project. It is made out of paper, and I need my glue to do it. And I'm looking at the pieces that I'm going to show you. There are 4. 3 of them are green. That matches our color. Look. Green matches our new color of the month, the biggest arch behind me. And one of the pieces is red. There's a tiny little pointy piece that's red, just like Sylvester had something red. Here are the pieces. We have got a pokey little piece, kind of like a triangle shape. We've got one curvy green and another curvy green. And here's the red part. Maybe you'll be able to know what it is. A pretend little snake tongue. So to make our letter S, this might be a grown-up helping time for you to be able to have the S look like an S from the books. Anytime that there's a curvy shape that goes one way or the other, it would remind me of an S. But if you want to make this match the S from the books, here's a trick. I have a pen. You could use a pencil, you could use a crayon, you could use anything. And I'm just going to make kind of an S shape like that. This is the S shape that would be in the books. This is the direction it would go. I know that my pieces might not match right away, but they're going to help give me a clue. So I'm going to take my S pieces and show you. Like, that is not matching the S shape. Okay, so if I put one there, then is that matching? Nope, I just made the O. That is not the S. That is not the S. Is that No, Miss Kristen. Wait. Look, friends, that looks like the S shape. I had to really twist it around like a puzzle because I kind of wanted to do the O, and that wasn't it. If I went up here, that isn't even close to that. So I kind of just went down and moved it till that was connected. That's how I have to glue it on. So now, I'm sure you know by now, I'm still practicing with you to make the smallest dots of glue. I saw somebody at my school yesterday make dots of glue that were so small, I even thought, okay, Miss Kristen, get it on to match. Yes, you did it. I even thought to that friend, oh, I think those dots maybe were too small. Like maybe they wouldn't stick at all. And guess what? They did stick. Like his dots were so small. It was like that. And I thought, oh, maybe that's too small. It wasn't too small. The smallest dots, because he put a few of them on, and then right away he went and he found his spot, just like I'm remembering. And he just gently pressed it and he let go and it stuck. Remember, I knew it wouldn't match up right away, all the way. That's okay. I'm just leaving that there. That's fine. Now, I've made my S. My teeny tiny dots worked. If I stopped now, people would know. If they knew the letter S, they would say, oh, look, she made the green letter S. I don't want it to only be a green letter S. I want it to be a snake. So your choice, my choice. This could be the head, or that could be the head. Either way, that could be the tail, or that could be the tail. This is the tail part. So if I put the tail on here, that means that's where the tongue would go. But if I put the tail on here, on this end, that means that's where the tongue would go. I think I want to make it look like the snake is crawling down and up, which means that has to be the tail. And look, I'm going to try the trick from my friend at preschool and do the tiniest dot of glue. One spot on here, and that means I have to press it so I can make sure I'm pressing where that glue was. I don't know if it's going to stick. If it doesn't, that's fine. I'll just put more glue on. It did stick. I learned something from a preschooler. I learned I could do an even smaller dot of glue and it might still work. Okay, so now it looks like, oh, hello, snake. It looks like you just took a little wandering trip down and now you're going back up that way. I'm going to get the teeny tiny tongue. And for sure, I'm going to practice the teeny spot of glue. Smaller than I thought would work. Come on, Miss Kristen. Oh, yes. Okay, that really might not be enough. For real. I'm not joking. I think it might not be enough. But I'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was enough. And look, friends. I'm pretending that's the S. Turned into a snake. If you want to, which I kind of do want to, look. I kind of want to tuck the tongue part under. Yeah, like that. I kind of want to tuck it under. And it looks like the tongue is coming out. If this was a snake like the puppet I had, or a real one, there would be eyes right here. And this is the body, and that is the tail. S is for snake. S is for snake, made out of paper. The letter of the week is S. So my friend who came here, if she didn't want to do this because it was too scary for her, it was like she didn't like it, she might not even want to do the journal project. Because friends, today for our journal project, we are going to use green, the color of the month, but we are also going to make, okay, got to get my words. We are going to make Sylvester's snake family. I don't know for real how many people he would have in his family because he's not real. And I don't have a book about him or anything. It's just something I dream of. Use my little bookmark, open up, and I found my S page. So we could just imagine. And here's the fun part about our letter S. On the sticker, you might see that the letter S here and the letter S next to it are the same exact shape. So friends, when we made this letter S today, that could have been the capital. It could have also been lowercase. This letter S is the same whether it's capital, uppercase, or lowercase. Big S and little s look the same. So I'm going to use this green crayon. And I'm going to make a little snake family, but they're all going to look like the letter S's. I'm going to make big, Daddy Sylvester, there he is. And let's pretend that at his house, he is the only parent, the only grown-up there, and let's pretend he has a lot of snake babies. Oh, there's a little snake baby. Maybe he has a teenager too. Okay, that's a teenager, like a big kid. Baby snake, baby snake. If you don't know how to make S and you're doing that, that's fine. Just practice your curvy things. Go the other way too, that's fine. And then someday, maybe your S will go like that. That's fine. Maybe your S is going like that. That's fine. You keep making curvy shapes. That's the idea. Make a curvy shape without lifting up your crayon. Oh, I must keep going, keep going. That's a long S shape. That's like a lot of S's together. And let me count how many little snakes in Sylvester's family I just made. So if that's Sylvester, I just made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 babies. 10 kids at his house. Oh, Sylvester, you must be a very busy dad. Now, some people who were scared of things, doing this project might have them feel better about it because they're like, oh, well, I'm not scared of snakes that I draw. So that was helpful for me. I could draw it. Some people would still be scared. This would not have made them feel better. And I one time had someone who was so scared of a thunderstorm that she drew a big storm cloud, and then you know what she did? Crossed it out. And that helped her feel better. Just like if somebody made this S snake shape and was so scared about it and it still made them feel scared, maybe it would make them feel better to say, I'm scared of snakes. I'm scared of little snakes. I'm scared of baby snakes. I'm scared of long snakes. I don't like them because I'm scared of snakes. That might help. That might help. Finding out what you're scared of and then what to do about it can help. Look at this paper. This is the beginning of a paper, of a big paper that says things people are scared of. Not everybody, but some people. We already know some people are scared of snakes. Doesn't matter if you are or if you are not, some people are. Look what else some people are scared of. I made a spider. Some people are scared of spiders. Some people might be going, spider, spider, spider. I'm scared of spiders. I don't like spiders. I'm scared of spiders. It's pretend. I just made it. I just drew it with a marker. This is also pretend. And do you know what I'm pretending that is? Something that can do an S thing. Something that could sting. That's a bumblebee. And some people are really scared of getting stung, that if they have a sting, it would hurt. Some people are scared of spiders. So what are you going to do if you're scared of those things? Let me show you this one. This is our song chart. This is the child. This child has a mom and a dad. And this child is holding something. Now, this is a nonsense song, meaning this didn't really happen. And at preschool, I would say, yeah, don't really do this. In this song, the song is saying that he's bringing home a baby bumblebee. But I would say don't do that at preschool, and maybe your grown-ups will say don't do that at home because I don't want you to get a sting. And if you're capturing a bumblebee, they might try to sting. That's what that friend is doing. Now, the mama is not scared of being stung. She just doesn't have that fear. She's scared of other things, I'm sure. She's not scared of bees. Look who is scared. That daddy is scared. This friend said, I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Won't my daddy be so scared with me? Yep, that daddy was scared of it. That daddy was scared of that bumblebee. Maybe he's allergic to bee stings. Maybe he really is like, I'm scared of it because I know that when I get stung by a bee, it really affects my body. Okay, I'm looking at a picture now, friends, of another fear we talked about. The spider. Look at this, friend. This is the spider song. And this spider song is about this spider starting at number 1 on the floor. And this friend gets so scared of spiders, and that at the very end, the spider jumps off. It goes like this. There's a spider on the floor, on the floor. There's a spider on the floor, on the floor. Who could ask for anything more? There's a spider on the floor. There's a spider on the floor, on the floor. Oh no, look where the spider's going. Up to number 2. There's a spider on my foot, on my foot. There's a spider on my foot, on my foot. Oh, it looks like soot. There's a spider on my foot. There's a spider on my foot, on my foot. Oh, it's going up to his leg. There's a spider on my leg, on my leg. There's a spider on my leg, on my leg. Oh, it's really, really big. That spider on my leg. There's a spider on my leg, on my leg. Now up we go, up we go, up we go to the tummy. And this is where this friend will really start to explain how they're feeling about this fear. There's a spider on my tummy, on my tummy. There's a spider on my tummy, on my tummy. I don't think it's funny. There's a spider on my tummy. There's a spider on my tummy, on my tummy. Oh, so it's not funny. Don't laugh about it. And now that spider's going up to the shoulder. There's a spider on my shoulder, on my shoulder. Now there's a spider on my shoulder, on my shoulder. This friend says, I don't think I can hold her. Too scared to hold her. There's a spider on my shoulder. There's a spider on my shoulder, on my shoulder. Oh no, now the spider's going on the neck. Now there's a spider on my neck, on my neck. You can maybe feel your neck. If you can move a hand up there. There's a spider on my neck, on my neck. Oh, I'm gonna be a wreck. That means have a very hard time. There's a spider on my neck. There's a spider on my neck, on my neck. Uh-oh. Up to the face. Now there's a spider on my face, on my face. Uh-oh. There's a spider on my face, on my face. Oh, what a big disgrace. There's a spider on my face. There's a spider on my face, on my face. Last part, on the head. And you're going to find out what this friend likes to do when they're very scared. There's a spider on my head, on my head. Now there's a spider on my head, on my head. Listen, I wish I was in bed. There's a spider on my head. There's a spider on my head, on my head. This friend got so scared, they just wished they were in bed. Bed must feel like a safe place for them. It almost makes my eyes watery. Bed must be a place where they feel safe. They just want to go to bed and rest, calm their body, get cozy. But then the spider jumps off. Back to number 1. Floor. Now the spider's on the floor, on the floor. Now the spider's on the floor, on the floor. Watch this. She's going out the door. That spider on the floor. Now I don't see the spider anymore. There's the spider magnet. I will leave it here for us to play the song game again later. But friends, that friend right there figured out what to do with the fear that got so bad. Sometimes you might sing about it. Sometimes you might, with Play-Doh, if I was scared of snakes, but I was like, fine, I'm going to practice with about snakes that aren't real. I could make a Play-Doh snake. There's even another snake thing that you could do if you think playing with it would be fun. I have a little string. I have some Cheerios. And watch. Any O cereal would work. This might be a grown-up part to do this tying. I am a grown-up. So I'm helping myself. And then watch, friends. Can you imagine that if I put these Cheerios on, these O-shaped cereals, that I'm not making a necklace like we've done before. I'm not making jewelry like we've done before. If I keep going, this could be the snake. And one end could be the tail, or look, that could even be the pretend tongue. Keep my tongue in while I say, and then you could eat it. Snakes do have meat that's edible, but this is cereal, and it's a pretend snake, and I could do a pretend eating. That might be a fun way to face your fear. Like, it can't really hurt me because it's food, but I'm thinking about it, and that might help me with my fear. The last thing for today, before we wave goodbye, is another thing to do when you're feeling scared. No matter what was on this list for you, we're going to make a bigger list. If you have something that you would put on this list, you tell me. Send me a message or tell me, because I can put it on here. Things you know that you feel or you've heard people are scared of. One thing that can help when we're feeling that scared feeling is trying to get our body to be a different way. And a breath can do that, especially if our out breath is longer. So I have two numbers. This is our last thing today. I have a 6 and I have a 7. 6, when I write it in a word, looks like this. 7 looks like this. We're going to breathe in for 6 breaths, and then we're going to breathe out for 7. We're going to breathe in for 6, and then we're going to breathe out for 7. That means our out is longer. So we're going to breathe in like this. Here we go. I'm going to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. In till this gets to the top. And now breathe out. It's going to take longer. Keep breathing out. Push out more air. Push out more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Longer. Slower. Last time. We're going to breathe in kind of quickly like this. And we're going to breathe out more slowly. In real life, I feel different. My body feels different. Things I was scared of a little bit ago feel easier to manage. I might still be scared, but I'm thinking about it differently. That brain up here started working differently. Just like I know you can have with yourself, your brain, your fears. Sweethearts, thank you for being here. You are special friends of mine, and I'm glad you were here. Bye, sweetie pies.